If we say you must survive or I must survive, life is earnest and I've got to go on.
How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good.
Do you mind if I ask your name?
Yeah, my name's Jeff.
All right, Jeff. How long have you been in the streets, Jeff?
On and off for like 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
What actually brought you to be homeless in the first place?
I ended up walking out of my job. I had a panic attack. I was working at McDonald's as a manager, and then because I was in charge of the shift, they considered that termination. And then I tried unemployment. They said because I quit, I didn't qualify, and then I tried to get a what do you call it? Where you I forgot. Like you try to fight it and change them. I forgot the word at the moment.
Like an appeal?
Yeah, I tried to appeal, and then it was up in low, and then I forgot the date because I started.
Just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, do you believe your drug addiction had anything to do with you becoming homeless, or did you start doing drugs after?
In between. Well, I was smoking pot, started in my early 20s, and then like I was stable, functioning, but then I met a girl and she broke my heart, and I ended up trying crack cocaine, and then I ended up going in a downward spiral, and I've been struggling with that on and off.
So what is your drug of choice, sir?
Right now it's the crack.
Crack?
Yeah, unfortunately I got myself in that. I've been trying to quit, and then I on and off, and then I end up on the street, and then it kind of dulls the pain. It's self-medicating.
Could you speak up a little bit, sir? I'm sorry.
So self-medicating with it lately, just with the cold and the situation where I'm sleeping outside, and it's just hard.
Now, as a child, were you ever molested or anything like that?
No.
So it's just basically anxiety and just a weird string of
anxiety,
events.
Depression, a little bit of autism spectrum. Like my mother, when she found out about Asperger's, thought that I might have it, but that was when I was almost 28.
So how do you get money now that you're living on the street?
Unfortunately, I hold a sign saying I'm homeless, which is true. I am homeless, and
Some panhandling.
Yeah, panhandling. I really don't like doing it.
Have you ever been into like prostitution or anything like that?
No. Luckily, I have.
Have you ever been kidnapped or anything like that while you were out here panhandling?
No, luckily, I haven't.
Yeah, because it does happen a lot out here.
Yeah, I've been robbed a couple times, but that was my own stupidity.
Were you robbed by other people that were homeless, or just assholes that?
Just assholes pretending they knew that I wanted to get my fix, and they just, oh, I got it, and then they throw me a piece of paper and take my money.
So, do you mind if I ask where you sleep now?
I sleep under one of the bridges in Fitchburg.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm basically with an organization called PSP. It's People Supporting People. And if you would accept the help, I'd love to help you. Maybe find you a place to stay for a little while. I do rely on a lot of donations. I do a lot of this myself out of my own pocket. But a lot of it is donations from my viewers who are part of the movement as well. It's People Supporting People, man. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's just regular people out here trying to make a difference in our community. Is getting help and getting off drugs something that should be into right now? Be honest, because I know you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. But just because you say no doesn't mean that we're not still going to help you.
I'd rather not be doing drugs at the moment. I really can't stop.
You can't stop right now at this time.
I'm trying AANA, but there's not enough meetings with COVID. I know there's the Recovery Center, which is awesome, up in Claygon area. I've been checking in on there when I wake up in time, but the depression, I want to try to sleep as late as I can.
Now, has your drug addiction brought you into any criminal activity? You don't have to admit to doing anything, but have you ever robbed anybody, broken into houses, burglary?
No, I get accused of it, but I never.
So just panhandling, basically.
Just panhandling, just so I don't have to.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an option where I don't have to go up to people and bother them. I can just hold a sign, and hopefully some people will help. If I won't have to steal, and I can get fed, and make it through the day, so the next day I still have hope.
I understand completely, and it's a lot more honest than robbing somebody or breaking into cars, because what ends up happening is you'll break the law, you'll end up going to jail, and then you got to quit doing drugs cold turkey in there, man.
Yeah.
And that's even crazier. Going cold turkey in jail is no joke.
People work hard for the things they have, and I understand. Like,
could you speak up a little bit, sir?
So people work hard for what they have, and they cherish what they have. So it's like you're hurting people by doing that, and that really in turn hurts myself because I wouldn't be able to deal with the guilt.
Do you have any children?
No, unfortunately, I don't. Well, fortunately and unfortunately. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like right now, if I had children, I wouldn't be able to take care of them. But if I did, maybe it would wake me up.
Say that again, sir.
Maybe it would wake me up to
Yeah.
do the right thing and live for them. Right now, I live for myself, and I honestly don't love myself. It's sad.
It is sad, man. It is sad because believe it or not, you're super strong, bro. Like a lot of the people that are gonna see this video have never been homeless, have never fought any type of addiction. So if you can just decide to make the choice that you do want to change, we are here to help you, man. And like I said, just because you say you're not trying to go to rehab does not mean that we're not going to help you, because we are still going to help you. Hopefully, you have a way of getting in touch with me. I will give you my number. I'll give you some resources. I'm going to give you a little bit of money right now. I know we already discussed it, but it's cold out here, man. Oh, it's real cold out here. So when the camera goes off, we'll talk a little bit more about some options, and maybe we could set something up for you. If you could tell anybody who's never done drugs, maybe a younger kid right now that's going through some depression and having anxiety and is thinking about self-medicating, what would you tell them?
I tell them don't do it. It's
Could you
not
speak
worth
up,
it.
sir?
Don't do it. It'll change your life, and it probably won't change your life in the better.
Did you think that when you first started self-medicating that you would be like this?
No.
You thought you would always be able
I
to
just
keep it under
thought that
control?
you'd be able to just do it once or twice, and
The audio on this video is gonna suck, but
yeah, it's like I fell in love with it. Unfortunately, I smoked the first time I smoked weed. It's like wow, and I felt great, but it drags you down financially. It makes you.
can you speak up, sir? I'm sorry.
It drags you down financially. It makes you antisocial. You think you're doing it for social reason, but it really makes you shelter yourself, and it's no good. Even the weed, I know it's legal and it's lesser, but you don't know if you suffer from addiction first time.
You know what I always found when I was younger? Everybody was always like marijuana was a gateway drug. But to me, alcohol was one of the first things that me and my friends started experimenting in, and it led us to other things. So I do believe alcohol is a gateway drug, even though it's legal, like you said, just like marijuana and cannabis in Massachusetts. But it's just a shitty situation that you're in, man, and hopefully you'll allow us to give you some help, man, and you won't have to hold the sign for too much longer. Get you where you need to be at in life, but it's going to take some teamwork. You're going to have to do your part, and we'll do our part. But again, man, I appreciate your time very much. I appreciate your interview. Do you have any last words or anything like that you want to say to the youth watching?
Just grateful for good people that are willing and kind, that willing to share and help each other. Because you never know that a quiet kid might be just lonely, and they might choose the wrong path because they don't.
Yeah, you never know what somebody's going through inside.
Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate your help very much, sir. And thank you for the interview.
Thank you.